Next fall at Columbia, we have a tremendous, wonderful opportunity to celebrate Romare Bearden and to celebrate Homer's Odyssey. Bearden did a series of 20 collages based on the great Greek epic. But of course, as a modern American artist, he presented a modern retelling of the tale. We're going to have programming around this exhibition that goes all through the year. We're going to open with a Morningside Lights parade of lanterns through the campus of images based on Bearden's collages and the story of the Odyssey. There will be concerts of music directed specifically at these paintings and at questions raised by the Odyssey and Bearden. There will be symposia asking serious questions about translation and improvisation and traveling home, with the idea of addressing undergraduates as they're studying the core, but also of making our leading scholars on campus think again about these different questions as they might impact their own work and lives.
The exhibition contains the complete series of collages that Bearden did in 1977 in response to his reading of Homer's Odyssey. This is a unique opportunity to see the complete series, which has been very little exhibited.
It is very exciting for us to be here in our hometown, in Harlem, and to be able to partner with a university that has such a global presence, and they're so interested in Bearden, and they have so many people inside of Columbia, so many partners that are driving this. And we're just excited to be a part of having our work done for us, because here we are, always trying to talk about Bearden and keep him there. This is going to take us a far way along our range.
Every undergraduate in Columbia College is required to read Homer's Odyssey. And so there's an easy one. Our classes are going to see this show. There will be class meetings in the gallery as students consider these scenes that they will all be reading about. But as if that weren't enough of a treat for our campus, it's also the case that every student at Columbia studies modern art. Bearden isn't a required part of that curriculum, but many of the people associated with modernism are. So that as you study Bearden, you're studying Matisse, you're studying Braque, you're studying Picasso, you're studying, for that matter, you're studying African art, you're studying Asian art. You're studying modernism in this context of ancient art as well as modern.
The Odyssey series is one of the most comprehensive series of Bearden's work. And I think that it was an opportunity for him to stretch the concepts of collage, the concepts of what the story was about, the universality of the story.
Christia Mercer and I went to see Lee Bollinger to suggest that there be a program or two in conjunction with the exhibit that was coming to campus. Bollinger literally leaned forward and said, "Are you telling me this is Harlem and our campus? It's the core curriculum across the disciplines. It's the freshmen up through the faculty. It's community-wide in New York and could involve our global centers. Of course we're going to do it. This is the kind of thing we need on the dashboard of our jet plane as we move forward."
When you think about the cross currents that this touches, that this brings together, it really is quite stunning. I mean, it is the kind of thing that a truly great university can both create, and that is the idea for something like this comes from the faculty, and then the institution can be brought to bear on it, and when you end up, you have something that is no other institution in the society can do it.
We're extremely excited to have projects presented out of the research interests of our faculty and students, as well as a project that is of greater interest to the broader New York arts community and to our students specifically in terms of its focus on Homer's Odyssey.
I'm hoping on just the most elementary level that our students will say, Romare Bearden, that's somebody I absolutely have to know about. I'm hoping that people in the community, and I mean that in as broad a sense as we can think of it, will think, Romare Bearden, that's somebody I should know about. He's a Harlemite. And Harlem and its story relates to this universal story of the Odyssey. Isn't that exciting? I hope if we get that far, then I'll be the happiest man in New York.